Today we are discussing the 4 clues of destructive leadership and culture. In many aspects of our lives, we rely on those in positions of power to lead us. A transformational leader can see the opportunities in turmoil and inspire people to follow them to a better future. On the other hand, an incompetent leader will leave you to deal with everything alone. People leave managers, not companies. Incompetent and destructive leaders both create negative consequences, but the distinction between the two is essential. An incompetent leader may lack the compelling charisma to engage others to follow, but we wouldn't call someone lacking charisma actively destructive. A destructive leader intentionally and systematically behaves in a way that violates the organization's members' and stakeholders' best interest. So what causes destructive leadership patterns? In destructive leadership, typical behavior patterns become distorted into extremes, powered by the brain's more primitive parts under such circumstances. When we move to an entirely new environment as an adult, the patterns that served us before may not translate into helpful practices somewhere else. As we move about rapidly in today's world, we find ourselves unable to understand why we are perceived positively in one environment and the opposite in another. No wonder anxiety and stress are at an all-time high, especially for those who interact in global companies. Generally, healthy leaders may have annoying habits, but they adopt a mindset that conveys they care about their impact on others and are willing to listen, learn, and exert the choice and character to change. They hold a positive intention towards others and work for the good of the mission and the enterprise they serve. On the other hand, destructive leaders are uncoachable because they adopt a rigid mindset that conveys they don't care about their impact on others and will use their authority to manipulate others to bend their will. They imply, "I am who I am, so deal with it." So, what are the clues for identifying a destructive leader? Clue 1. Behaviors or words that imply, "I'm kind of a big deal." Excessive fabrication and exaggeration that is nowhere near the truth. Clue 2. Behaviors or words that imply, "None of this is my fault." Excessive conflict avoidance by deflecting personal responsibility. Clue 3. Behaviors or words that imply, "Just do what I say." Excessive dominance over others by disregarding their humanity. Clue 4. Trust me, I'm never wrong. The excessive diminishing of others and disdain for their lack of knowledge. Now what? If you recognize these patterns in your current leadership team, you may want to be cautious. Understanding their motivations can help you recognize when they are using you to satisfy their unconscious internal fears. You can use this knowledge to create a strategy to interact with them in a way that minimizes damage to yourself, or if you can't, you can begin to plan your exit or transfer to a new leader or company if needed. If you see some of these clues in yourself, all is not lost. Most people can identify with one or two of these patterns, but if they become extreme, they will eventually hurt you and everyone around you. Destructive patterns may create short-term wins, but will not help you in the long run because they are not sustainable. You have a choice to stop fear from controlling your actions and decisions if you commit to being a better leader.